Hey, how's it going, guys? My name's RJ. I've wanted to start one of these things for a while and got some things going on, and I think there's no time other than the present. So I was going to do this tomorrow morning, but it's 2 a.m. I'm wide awake, so why not? Basically, what I want to talk to you guys about today is mental health. And I want to start that by letting you know basically a little bit about myself, a little bit about my situation, and a little bit about where I'm sitting at right now. And basically, what I'd like to do here is take you guys on a little bit of the journey that I'm going to start taking as of, I guess, tomorrow. So, I guess with me a few years ago, I began battling with anxiety. I ended up going home from work one day, um, took a few weeks off work, um, figured out my life, and tended to be going good. Um, had another attack a few months later. Um, Worked a little bit with the doctor, and then yeah, things got better. And as with life, things kind of just fell to the back burner. And then maybe fast forward to let's say 9 months ago now. It happened again where I needed to go home and I needed to take a small amount of time off. And for someone like me, that was very hard. I've always had to wanted to work hard and do things like that. So, taking time off for something like that and being raised with you know, an unfor- being raised with the thought that, boys don't cry. And, that's just kind of the thing that we deal with on a day to day basis. I kind of tried that. So I ended up taking off some more time working, with some life changes and things. I ended up, changing careers for life balance choice with those decisions, and began following with getting some help actually actively. And as it got better and with the moving around in life, it ended up falling off and things were going good. So yet again didn't go back and decide that I continued to need this help. And to fast forward to a few weeks ago, I'm currently with this COVID virus, as we all have our challenges, and working from home at the moment. And I found there was a day that I was beginning to have an attack again. So I took the day off as per usual, and I, did my standard things of that I've learned that can calm me down. And it was the Friday, and took the weekend off, had a good weekend. Came on Monday, this all happened again. Um, Took Monday off, uh, worked the rest of the week. Good days, bad days, got through it, and and I just woke up Monday morning and I wasn't good, and I'd hurt myself in a completely unrelated matter on Monday morning, and um, was running late for work. And um, this ended up setting off a very heavy trigger for me, which set off a very heavy panic attack. So I at this time I took the day and did my standard. I worked on my things and talked with my wife and all of this, and everything seemed to be okay, and as per usual. And then this morning I wake up and the first thing goes wrong, and sure as shit I'm right back off the deep end. And um, so I took another day, and I thought, and I think I had to. I reached out to some family members, some close people to myself, and I asked, people that may have been in similar situations, or people I know have expertise in the fields. And um, I didn't like being sick. I didn't like being away, and they informed me that it was time that maybe at this point it was something that I needed to do some active help. And with that time, with that active help, it was going to involve some time off. So with that, with my speaking with my psychologist and my doctor, I've chosen to take some time off. Well, I'm going to involved myself in a course of sorts with it. Basically, is going to help me work with these things, and I've made the choice, and I don't want to be someone to toot my horn, but I feel like I've made a brave choice today that I needed to put my career goals on side, and I needed to make those choices that were necessary for me, and I chose to take this time off so I can focus on my mental health. And I think I just wanted to start off this little channel with saying I kind of want to do these things, and I'd like to shoot up a little a little daily update with you guys as I'm going, just not as much to run a YouTube channel, but I'd really like to be able to look back and find some way to keep track of the notes and see my progression. And I think mental health is something that's still fairly new. I think there's a lot of way to go, and I think that any information out there that gets people talking about it and gets people realizing that mental health is a real thing, and realizes that mental health happens to everyday people with everyday lives, and it doesn't have to be some major trauma or anything like that. But the hardest part is making the choice to talk about it. And I want to start this channel saying that this is me talking about it. So um with that, I hope to post this. I want to, anytime I post, I hope to do live feeds and things like that. But if you're anyone struggling with any form of uh anxiety disorder, stress, whatever, whether you do or don't, if you think you can get something useful out of this, or you like it, or you know what, maybe you're just curious and you really want to see something that what it's like. I don't know what this is going to be like as it goes through, but it might be raw, it might be not, but I'm going to do a lot of live. I'm not going to cut my stuff, and pretty much all my talks I'm going to turn it on, turn it off, and that's what I'm going to post to people, because I think I want to see for myself, and I think something that people don't see is just what mental health is like sometimes without that screen and without that editing. And yeah, I think that's about it. You know what, guys, it's late. As I said, one of those things is sleeping too, so I'm gonna go see what I can do to get myself to sleep. But yeah, hopefully you like this. If you guys like this, you think it might be useful, you think it might be interesting, uh, you know, follow along. It's my first video, so I don't really know, can't really tell you what I expect, what you can expect, but keep in tune for more. Thank you and watching. I'm RJ.